I'm Matt with Southwest Spray Foam and Roofing, and I'm really glad to present Southwest Smart Seal. I'm here with JT Gallegos. He's our General Manager of Southwest Smart Seal. We're really excited to bring this technology to Santa Fe. We're here in a custom home in Santa Fe, New Mexico, and we really want to just share with everybody a little bit about Southwest Smart Seal and the Aerobarrier and AeroSeal products that we're going to be offering. Just to kind of introduce everybody to the system, the new codes that we've been implementing really all across the country are requiring that we meet air exchange ratings and build a house tighter. Obviously, the cost to heat and cool a house is not going to go down, and so it's really important that we build a home that's going to be energy efficient. New codes are requiring that we do a blower door test to make sure that the house is efficient. One of the problems with the blower door test is it doesn't tell you in real time where your failure is. So Aerobarrier has created a system that allows us to pressurize the house while at the same time injecting a sealant into the air that's going to find the nooks and crannies. So what I'm going to do is I'd like to introduce you to JT. JT is our general manager, and he can step you through a little bit about the process and how we're going to implement this system. So JT, when you come into a house like this and you talk to the homeowner, what is it about Aerobarrier that's going to help them be more efficient?
The great thing about Aerobarrier is we're able to seal from a human hair all the way up to a half-inch size hole. So this is going to really seal things that you can't see with the naked eye. We're going to take a home like this and dial it down to the lowest possible air exchange that the home is going to allow us.
It looks pretty sealed to me, but are you telling me that there's gaps in this house? There's holes that we just can't see?
Well, if you think about the way a home is made, we got the framing, windows, doors, and these are all potential places where air can cause leakage. And we're going to come in and seal all this leakage.
Tell me a little bit about the process of just getting it ready. I'm assuming we don't just come in and just start shooting sealant all over the place. Tell me a little bit about the process.
No, you're correct. So what we do is we mask all of our windows, our doors, fireplaces, anything that we don't want to get sealant on, basically.
Okay, so once we've got everything masked, tell me about the process of this sealant and how do we make this sealant target some of the gaps that we just can't see with the naked eye.
So after we're done masking, we're going to come in and we're going to place these seal stations around the house based on the floor plan and the square footage. We're going to then set up our blower door, release positive pressure into the home, and run a baseline test, and that's going to tell us what the house is performing at before we do anything else.
So even prior to doing anything, we're going to see where the house is at before we get started.
Yes, that's correct.
So how do you know that you're going to get the house sealed up? So we're just going to blow this stuff into the air. How do we know that it's actually sealing up the house?
Everything's computer controlled and monitored. We come in and we block off any places where air needs to naturally flow through, and it's just going to build up the air into the home like a balloon, and it's going to cause the building envelope to leak. And when we spray our mist into the air, it's going to push these atomized sealant into those leakage points, and it's going to start to collect around itself, around these holes, and completely seal itself.
So the computer itself, while we're pressurizing the house, it's going to give us a baseline of exactly how much air leakage that we have. And as we release the sealant, we're going to see in real time on the computer screen how the air leakage is going to diminish and get it right to the point that where code is or where the client is trying to get the house. So besides just building a more efficient house, this is actually a code now, which is one of the reasons that we're introducing this system to this region. We're going to be able to come in and literally dial up the performance that we need this house to meet code. So if we come in and we pressurize this house and we get a baseline of, say 5 air exchanges and we need to get down to 4, we can release the exact amount of sealant that's needed to get the house to 4 air exchanges so that they can meet code and essentially get their certificate of occupancy. At what point do we stop releasing the sealant, or at what point do we say the house is tight enough?
On our computer in real time, we're able to establish a baseline, and from there, based on the home's HVAC equipment, code around the area, we are able to come up with a real number that we can work towards, and that's the beauty of the sealant. The one that we're in today, we're going to bring it below a 4, and that's because that's what code is in this area.
Okay, well I'm excited. Let's go ahead and get those seal stations in and let's watch it get sprayed.
Let's go, follow me.
So I'm here with the owner and the builder of this house, Rob Yardman. And when he first told me that he was going to be building a custom home, and we were first finding out that we were going to be bringing this technology to Santa Fe, I was really excited to say, Rob, you got to let me come in and put this in your house. I'm real excited. I'm going to come in with this stuff and I'm going to blow it all over and I'm going to make your house more efficient. And I was really excited. But in all seriousness, tell me a little bit about the system and what was intriguing for you and for your family and why it was something that you thought you'd like to have in your house. I mean, obviously building a home it's a daunting task and it's a lot of stress, especially given the times that we're in. But why was it something that you thought would really be beneficial?
So for us, it really came down to efficiencies and being able to build a home that we could heat and cool relatively easily and not worry about our, how much we were going to spend on our utilities. Building a home of this size, really what made us insecure the most was over time, spending money on those utilities, heating and cooling during the summer. And when you approached us and you had a way to viably bring that down for us, I mean, it became a huge interest. I know in the beginning we were joking about it, but then you made some pretty valid points that seemed interesting to me.
Well, we appreciate the opportunity. I mean, obviously we've been spraying foam, which is a very high performance insulation, and the house is very well built, but what intrigued me was just being able to find all those little nooks and crannies that we just can't see. So I thank you for letting us do this. We look forward to helping your house become more efficient, and again, thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you guys, we appreciate it.
All right, thanks, Rob.